How do we talk about gifts of assets? Sometimes the question comes up, should you even mention tax benefits? And I got to get on my researcher soapbox here because it drives me up the wall that sometimes fundraisers get bad advice in this space. And they get bad advice. It happens in a very natural way. So it might be a consulting firm that says, hey, we want to know why people give. And so they'll do a survey and they'll say, hey, you're a donor. Why do you give? And they'll give them options like, I give because of my values. I give because of my beliefs. I give because of that's how I was raised. I give because I want to change the world. I want to make an impact. And then one of the options will be, I give because I want tax deductions. And they get back all their results and they go, nobody gives because they want tax deductions because they didn't check that box. So therefore, don't talk about tax benefits. Wrong, wrong, wrong. There's several reasons why that's wrong. Number one, even if tax benefits were a motivation, we couldn't discover them that way. People are going to report their socially approved motivations. Others we have to test. Also, you got to keep in mind the tax benefits are never the motivation for the gift. They simply reduce the cost of the gift. They help people get over that cost barrier. So the way you test this is not to get people's self-reported motivations. You can just randomly assign them to one of two different descriptions of a gift. We did that in this experiment. We asked people about the likelihood of making a gift of stocks or bonds to charity. And then we asked them about the likelihood of that they would want to avoid capital gains tax by making a gift of stocks or bonds to charity. Well, you can see we got a dramatic bump in interest when we reference the tax benefit. Also, a smaller number of people just said, I'll never be interested in doing that. So we then ran another experiment where we randomly assigned people to one of three descriptions of this is a planned gift called a charitable gift annuity. Identical descriptions, except one makes no reference to the tax deduction. One puts the reference at the end. One puts the reference at the beginning. And notice we get the same result. The mentioning the tax benefit or leading with the tax benefit actually increases the share who say, I'm interested now. It also decreases the share who say, I'll never be interested in that. By the way, I mentioned we randomly assigned these folks. It was almost 2,000 folks that participated here. Just to make sure we didn't get lucky, we then spun the wheel so that the group that was on the top here, they're now going to be on the bottom here and vice versa. This is another planned gift called a retained life estate. And again, same setup, identical descriptions, one with no reference to the tax benefit, one with the reference put at the end, one with the reference put at the beginning, and notice the same results. As we reference that tax benefit and bring it to the front, people are more likely to say they're interested now in that gift and less likely to say, I will never be interested in that gift.